Oh, sorry. It's fucking women and their cats. Right? Am I right?
Yeah. So right.
Popcorn for breakfast.
Good morning, William.
Good morning, Stephen.
So, what did we see today?
We saw Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. Doo, 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 doo.
I can't do the full spin.
Yeah. So Wonder Woman is the DC Comics Cinematic Entertainment Universe's next installment prior to the Justice League movie. And so up to this point, they've had 3 tries to impress you and I and the world with comic book movies. They've had Man of Steel, which was a horrible, ugly mess. They had Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice, which was a horrible, ugly mess. And they had Suicide Squad, which was a glittery, horrible, ugly mess.
Yeah, it was a beautiful mess, but it was a goddamn mess.
Great soundtrack. I gotta hand it to them. Great soundtrack.
Yeah. And award-winning makeup.
The Academy Award-winning Suicide Squad.
So Wonder Woman. So it starts off on the Paradise Island where the Amazons live. I'm skipping the Bruce Wayne shit in the beginning. Paradise Island, she's young, Amazon princess, brief, whatever, about she's something more special than the other Amazons. She grows up being secretly trained by the sister of the queen, who is the greatest warrior.
Are they sisters? Or
yeah, they were sisters.
Sisters.
No, they were sisters.
Real sisters?
Sisters. Okay. She grows up being trained. Then her mother realizes that one day Ares is, or not Ares. Yeah, Ares, God of War. She realizes that Ares is going to find out where she is one day, so they're like, train her 10 times harder than every other Amazon. So she becomes a warrior. Meanwhile, World War I is going on, which at that time was the Great War, because we didn't have a 2 yet.
The war to end all wars.
War to end all wars.
Unfortunately named.
But basically a guy crashes through the magic silk screen Kong Island storm.
Paradise Island or Thermopylae. They gave it a serious Greek name in this, and I can't remember it. It's like the island on Lost. There's like a force field around it.
Yeah.
And you can't penetrate it.
Well, you can penetrate it, you just can't see through it.
Well, you can penetrate it. Sometimes you just have to find the right way and ask nicely to penetrate, and then you get in.
An American spy soldier crashes in there. She finds him, realizes there's this huge war going on outside her island, believes it's Ares causing it because he's the god of war, so she takes a sword that's supposed to be the god killer. A bunch of shit ensues with her getting involved, and she finds Ares, and there's this the regular people go off to fight their war, and then she fights Ares to finish her war. And then they have a really overly done battle, and then it's over.
Literally a punch the bad guy in the face ending, but you know,
Marvel proved that's okay.
Yeah. I liked that the movie made sense. It's a stranger in a strange land story where, you know, Diana doesn't know. She's grown up sheltered, and she doesn't know the complexities of human society.
Yeah, she understands black and white. There's good and there's bad.
Yeah.
Not everyone has something they're fighting for.
Or not that, you know, the bad. Sometimes there's people who are good and bad, or not totally good, or anti-hero.
Which I liked that complexity. Yeah. I liked how it was a lot different than some of the superhero movies we've seen. A lot like Batman and Superman, where they tried to give the whole gray area thing, but it was just dumb. They did a good job with it in this, where they were where she kind of sees that like she learns about weapons that'll kill everybody on both sides, and she's like, why would anyone do that?
And then she acts out on that when we're finally on the mission.
I have to say I really liked how it's her movie this time, but Gal Gadot, the Diana, Wonder Woman, Super underused in Batman vs. Superman. And you and me talked about this in the theater a little bit. She came in as just like angry bitch in that movie.
She didn't belong in that movie. They shoehorned her in to fast forward the whole Justice League thing.
There was no time to really develop who she was. So her acting in that seemed kind of dry and bland to me because there was no character behind it.
Right.
This, I mean, we saw her character develop and I was like, wow, she actually fits her role pretty good.
Yeah.
I thought she fit the part. She looked good as an action actress.
I mean, she looks like a goddess, and she's got the actress is Israeli, so she has an accent that is foreign sounding to an American audience. So she sounds exotic, and she has a look. I mean, Wonder Woman started out in the comic books as she was kind of Captain America. She was. Nazis in the face.
She had the spangled tights and the eagle top. Like she was very American.
Over the decades, it really did translate more. They went real heavier into the Greek stuff, where she's like the child of Zeus and Hippolyta and all that. And then that was a lot of that influenced this movie quite a bit, I think.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Who would wield it?
Only the fiercest among us even could. And that is not you, Diana.
To me, it was kind of like the first 20 minutes, or like the female version of 300, where you've got like buff, tough ladies just punching each other
and all the
sword fighting and yeah, that's that Zack Snyder's creeping influence on this film is the speed up, slow down. So when like Robin Wright's stunt double jumps off her horse, twirls around, and smacks a German soldier in the face with her sword, that's gotta happen fast and slow so you can see how beautiful and fucking awesome she is, and then and then
I liked the villain. I liked how I meant like the villain they had, like Ares is like that idea is the villain. Like he was not a direct villain. He was more like a Loki. He was just kind of using subterfuge. He was just fucking with everybody. Everyone's still doing evil things on their own. He's just kind of the whisper in the ear, the dark thought in the corner. I kind of liked that more so of a villain. It was way less direct than DC's been having with their villains.
And that ties in with Wonder Woman's naivete, where she's like, well, I'll just stop Ares and I'll stop the war.
Yeah.
And she's like, literally like, drive me to the war, Steve Trevor. But, the guy who she thinks is Ares is just a German general who loves getting high on his poppers, his special poppers that the other villain in the movie, a female villain, Dr. Poison.
Dr. Poison, who I liked.
Who was good. She was your typical, she was just an evil person who was like, I have to solve this equation, but also influenced by Ares, as we find out.
Mm-hmm.
So they're actually, I'll say that's kind of my big disappointment with this film, is that there is, I won't spoil it yet, there is an Ares in this movie. It's not who Wonder Woman thinks it is, and I was kind of hoping that we wouldn't see it, because that maybe Darkseid was Ares, and it would tie in with the whole evil is returning thing that Lex Luthor was babbling about in BVS DOJ. We saw David, what's the actor's name? David Thewlis from Harry Potter get punched in the face.
Another thing I really enjoyed about the film is the special effects. I mean, there's still a ton of special effects, but they were way subdued as compared to Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad. We had the lightning fire ending with Ares' big fight, but I mean, up until then, it was almost like war movie-esque effects.
There was one moment where they've gone off on their side mission to rescue this French village from the Germans, where she's in the middle of town just lassoing the shit out of people, where it looked like a video game, where it kind of looked fakey fake.
It did.
Most of it, like the lasso, looked like she was holding a glowing lasso. It didn't look out of place. The lightning with their armbands was fine. It looked good.
Yeah.
I think it's a movie that will hold up. The effects will hold up for a while.
I'm at liberty to assign to British intelligence.
I really didn't like Steve Trevor too much. I figured he's a spy. And he even says this. He's like, you got to be a little daring. But right away he's like, oh gosh, I don't want to. It's improper for me to sleep next to you on this boat that only two of us are on. Like I'm sorry, it's 1918. We can't be. We're not married yet. And like you should be like, hey baby.
I like how we got molested by a dick joke in a powerful woman film.
Yeah, it was the Schwartz scene.
Yeah.
I see your Schwartz is as big as mine. Except in this one, Wonder Woman's never seen it. It's the first Schwartz she's ever seen.
Yeah.
So we have to make fun of that.
And the awkward conversation on the boat when they are laying next to each other
That
about
scene
like
went on too long.
Yeah, it should have been that he asked if they knew what physical pleasure was. She said yes, and then just that could have been the end of the awkward boat ride.
We didn't need to hear about the 12 volumes of Amazon Kama Sutra or whatever she was talking about. It's like, okay, we're done here. They're on a boat. They're going to end up in London somehow. Let's just get moving.
Welcome to jolly old London.
It's hideous.
Yeah, it's not for everybody.
And then it's like, well, the General, Ludendorff, is, he's going to be at this party. Let's just go kill him there. No, you have to complete the mission, their benefactor says. No, we have to go to this party. And then still, like, after he's seen her jump out of the trenches, run through machine gun fire, and then lasso the shit out of a whole bunch of Germans, and slice and dice with the sword, he's like, it's not safe for you to infiltrate this party, Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
I need to go in. I'm the spy. I have to go in and stake out the joint. Then we'll come back and have a plan, and then, she gets in anyway. And it's, okay.
Which, that they followed through, that was kind of stupid, but I actually liked that conversation they first had, because even though Steve was being a dick about it, his 3 guys that are with him are like,
no,
you
seriously,
saw, like, just let her go. She's
Seriously,
awesome.
Let her handle this.
I have to say, I liked a lot of this movie. As far as a DC movie goes, and now I'm not saying I like this in comparison with other superhero movies, but I like this in comparison with the last few DC movies we've gotten. Mm-hmm. I liked most of the film. It had a flow. I understood what the characters wanted to do.
Yeah.
I understood why they were there. They had reasons to be there.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't like was the ending went over the top. You had Ares as a subtle villain, so why not have a subtle fight?
Yeah, like a...
Or have it to where he doesn't even exist, like you said.
Let's say the fight is destroy the gas in the factory and the plane with the gas on it, and then Ares is like, he who fights and runs away lives to fight another day. I'll see you again, Wonder Woman. You know.
Or have her stab him, and he's just like, you can't kill what's not here, and he just like fades into smoke because
pulls a Loki or something.
Yeah, and he's not even there because he's deceptive.
I thought there was one neat little inside joke where, like I said earlier, the island has a serious sounding Greek name, Temecula.
Temecula, California.
Thermoskaya, something like that. But Chris Pine, Captain Kirk, calls it Paradise Island as a joke, like, oh, you're from Paradise Island, what's happening back on Paradise Island or whatever. Yeah. Which that's the actual original name of the island in the comic books.
Yes, was Paradise Island.
From back in the day. And that was kind of a nice dig to that. This movie popped for me. Wasn't great, but it wasn't crap, and I realized that they've set the bar pretty low over at DC. Their first 3 movies with all Zack Snyder-ish stuff happening, and Suicide Squad I just can't get that out of my head.
Yeah, that was a painful film.
But I would say, Wonder Woman as a character that's decades old has gotten the shaft in terms of representing in different generations of film and TV. Where she had one TV show, but we've seen Bruce Wayne's parents die over and over on film. We've seen Superman Krypton blow up and Superman crash land on Earth over and over. And it's like, you know what? Wonder Woman gets a movie. If the whole DC Entertainment Cinematic Universe did one good thing instead of made a good Wonder Woman movie, then it can be fine. Yeah, then it's fine.
I will have to agree. I'm not going to give it a buttered because of stuff I said. There were some things that the movie just did not need. But yeah, it popped. A little over the top at the ending, but as far as the way, I mean, it was almost like Roger Corman-esque efficiency with how this movie ran. But I mean that as a compliment, because Roger Corman, he makes crap films, but he understands. He's like, this is what motivates the character, and this is how they get from point A to point B, and these are who you have in the movie. This movie was like that. It had all the pieces that fit together that made it a watchable and enjoyable film. I don't feel like I wasted my ticket cost, and I don't feel like I wasted my time getting up early to go see it. Go see Wonder Woman while it's still in the theater. It's enjoyable. DC! You did it!
DC, not a home run, but a double.
Yeah.
At best. Stand-up double. Good job, DC.